Reddit, what are some good examples of spending money to save money? Home repairs. Don't want to fix that $1,000 problem now, wait a few years and it can turn into a $10,000 problem. That's a problem for future Homer. Boy, I don't envy that guy. Buying your modem for the internet instead of paying the rental fee. As long as you plan on having the internet for a year, you'll save money. My ISP forces me to use their modem. Doing the scheduled oil changes and other necessary maintenance on your car. I have a 14-year-old Toyota that I have diligently taken care of since I bought it. Every preventative penny I spend is more than worth it. My car is paid for years ago. Reliable AF. Looks clean and low-key. You could still pull up to any place with a valet and not feel embarrassed. And I save on my insurance. 2. I love my car. A good suggestion. I have 2 Toyotas that I maintain with simple oil changes. One has 227,000 miles on it and the other has 257,000 miles on it. Both show no signs of problems and are very reliable. I don't hesitate to jump in either and take a 700-mile trip. Brewing your own coffee and not buying it on the way to work. I can make a small $5 bag of coffee last about a week. Whereas I was spending $4 a day for coffee to and from work. Try different coffees through the weeks and remember which types and brands you enjoyed. Keep a coffee journal and buy a nice thermos for less than the price of 2 weeks of drinking out. Great home coffee and a nice thermos go a long way towards saving money. I spent $50 on a thermos, and I think it's saved me $1 trillion at Starbucks, and it's great quality. My coffee is still too hot to drink at noon. 6 hours later. Bonus is snow days when I drink hot soup on top of a mountain or in the backwoods. Buying nice cookware that lasts a lifetime instead of having something off-brand break at the worst time. I bought a $40 metal tray for the oven and it warped like frick from the immediate first use. Buying a carbon monoxide detector at home to avoid spending money on dying. Dying is free. Where they nail you is on the funeral. But don't worry about that either. The state will put you in a potter's grave, so you still win in the end. Building a house following the principles of passive solar design. The house will be a little more expensive to build because you can't use one of the really cheap project builders, but will save you a fortune in energy costs over the lifetime of your home. Buying in bulk. Yes, the 6-pack of mac and cheese costs more overall, but less per box. And if you're saying you won't eat 6 boxes of mac and cheese, you're lying. You gotta buy more than that. 6 boxes is, like, a 2-day supply. 1. Get a credit card with great perks at grocery stores. 2. Find a grocery store that sells gift cards to other retailers and offers other perks, egg fuel points. 3. Keep an eye out for promotions like fuel point bonuses. 4. Time your gift card purchases at that time and store them for when you inevitably need them. Specifically, I do this at Kroger. I get 6% grocery purchases back with my credit card and buy gift cards during 4x fuel promotions. If I buy $250 worth of gift cards during those promos, that's a fill up of gas, up to 35 gallons of $1 gallon off. So now I've spent $250, saved $15 due to my credit card, plus another $35 when I use the gas fill up. My effective discount rate is 20%. This basically allows me to save on all my non-grocery purchases since I am using gift cards. This includes everything from clothing, Amazon, flights, restaurants, electronics, etc. Paying a lawyer once to establish a family trust to minimize the tax payable on your assets, income and capital gains forevermore. Maintaining your car. It's much cheaper to spend a couple $100 a few times a year than to have to buy a new car and be stuck with payments. Visiting the dentist regularly. Eating a healthy diet. But if I visited the dentist regularly, I couldn't eat regularly. I told this to a dentist and she thought I meant unable to chew. No mom, I mean paying for my groceries to stay alive and stuff. Buying a clothesline to dry your clothes. If you have the room for one, it can save you a lot of money. Electric dryers consume a lot of electricity. Your clothes will also last longer. That lint in the filter is your clothes. Second is learn to cook your own meals. Buying pre-packaged stuff and going out to dinner is costly. Make big batches. package individually or in pairs and freeze the leftovers. Get a collection of leftovers so you can have some variety of meals in the future from your freezer. The cheap man pays twice. Buy good quality and you'll save money over time. My grandpa used to say, buy once, cry once. I have inherited many of his tools. Buying groceries and meal prepping instead of takeaways, eating out each night. Buy quality products and learn to repair them. On this note, learning how to build PCs is one of the best skills I have ever learned. When you're not replacing computers or paying professionals to repair them, it's amazing how much you can save. A good pair of shoes will last years with just a little bit of maintenance. A Walmart pair of shoes will last 6-12 months before holes begin forming in the soles. Splurge on shoes and you save in the long run. Replacing $20 Walmart shoes every year is still cheaper than replacing $100 better shoes every 4. High quality brands don't seem to like making wide shoes. Paying fees for large stores like Costco or Sam's Club. A lot of things are cheaper in bulk, even with a yearly fee, like toilet paper, certain meats, diapers, etc. I got a membership at Costco, then I discovered that it wasn't cheaper than the store I was already shopping at for anything that I needed, so I cancelled the membership the next day. Buying in bulk can be cheaper, but it isn't always. Spending more to buy a lifetime roofing shingles of high quality when re-roofing a house. So many people buy lesser grade shingles that don't hold up over time. It'll save having to pay for another eventual roofing job in the future, and it's a strong selling point if you decide to sell your home later on. If you live in US Tornado Alley, you'll probably need a new roof every 10-15 years or so anyway due to hail and or worse. I bought a huge bag of lentils from my local Punjab market. It's like a month or two of protein and fiber, and they're so versatile to cook with. Look at Mr. Gates over here who can afford 2 months of calories. Some of us barely scrape by on a lentil a day. Buying a quality vacuum. I used to think all vacuums were pretty much the same, but I had to replace them every 2 years or so. After reading a thread here, I finally broke down and bought a quality vacuum 5 years ago, and it still works as well as it did when I bought it. I figure I've already broken even by not having to replace 2-3 vacuums, and if it lasts another 5 years, I've saved quite a bit. When I bought my house, I specifically looked for solid concrete block construction. The concrete block remains cool in the hottest part of summer. Sure, it's not ice cold, but it's a significant difference over other construction methods. So I save money on my power bill. As bulbs die, or we replace fixtures, I upgrade to LED. Next, I'll replace all the older windows to something more energy efficient. Also, buying a home saves me a ton of money over what I was paying to rent. Investing in windows and doors. That upfront cost is painful, but the savings and utilities and uptick in home equity makes up for it in the long run. Choose quality over quantity. Make sure the job is done right. Hire someone who really knows what they are doing. Pay off your credit card debt. Invest in yourself. Gym membership, training, travel, etc. Learn to cook well and enjoy doing it. Good shoes. This can't be understated. My work shoes cost me $100 and they're just now starting to fall apart after 4 years. Essentially, I've spent $25 a year on shoes. Buy a coffee maker and a thermos instead of buying to-go coffee all the time. When building a PC, never skimp on the power supply. Sure, you can save money by using an unbranded unit or reusing the metal units found in pre-builts. But if it blows and end up taking your entire system with it, don't say nobody warned you. I bought a cheap rice cooker at a thrift store, and now we can just put on like 2 cups or whatever of rice on to cook. Completely forget about it, and end up with amazing rice when the timer goes off. Helps save because we can buy a big bulk bag of rice. I found 20 pounds for $8. And then just toss together easy dishes together quickly. Saves on eating out and no more burning sticky rice on the stove by accident and wasting it. My cheap rice cooker died last month after 5 years. I almost cried. Rice cookers are underrated as frick. Seriously, buy one if you guys don't have it already. Buy illegal drugs and make sure to get caught. There is a lot of stuff you'll save money on in jail. A dash cam. You can get a basic one for $15 on Amazon and save yourself thousands when you're able to prove that an accident was not your fault. It's so worth it. Paying off your loans faster to avoid more interest. Buying a modem instead of renting it from your internet provider. Buying a phone instead of financing it and signing a contract. Buying good coverage for your car, renter, and umbrella insurance. LED light bulbs. Where we live you can budget your gas and electricity so you pay a set amount each month until August. Then it's reassessed. We kept our previous owner's budget of $130 a month for electricity only and our bill was estimated at $36 though we still paid the $128. Sure we spent about $70 on light bulbs but our bill is going to stay low come August. Any extra money we've paid come that time will go towards our future payments. So worth it even just in a month. Getting stuff fixed instead of buying more crap that will fall apart. Or just buy good quality stuff in the first place. Buy a sewing kit and teach yourself. If you own a business, digital marketing really does help a ton. We replaced every light in our home with LED bulbs. Not only are they brighter but consume a fraction of the energy and it will be 10-15 years before we should need to replace them. Yes, we also kept all the old cheap bulbs we removed so that we can put them back in when we move. Paying good quality software developers to create the software correctly at the beginning of the project instead of hiring a bunch of cheap consultants. Where I work we have long-lasting projects that have now incurred 10x the initial cost and maintenance of terrible software systems and the customer is not pleased. We could have done it right the first time and the customer would be happy. But no, we had to go with the cheapest bidder consulting firm. Buying an espresso machine that doesn't require pods. Buying an adapter for the soda stream so you can use any gas bottle you want. Buying a water filtration system. Renter's insurance. My so and I are recent homeowners and we have been buying quality over quantity. Swapped all the watt hogging bulbs with 18-year LED. Snow shovels and rough surface brooms that are built like a German tank. Cast iron cookware and thick built furniture. Appliances are less than 5 years old. We have peace of mind knowing all the mitigation at play. You have been visited by the romantic doggo. Comment love is magic so you never fall in the friend zone. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Or don't. Either way, have a great day you magnificent people.